1, 2.
It's good? Right, Mike?
Yodale.
Seen him the glazen. Correct mic? Is the richtige mic? Is the right mic? I was thinking, if there's such a day where the Olam was learning with such a smuda, the only thing to say is, Ashreichem Yisrua Michumoichu. And Mazel Tov, L'chaim, everybody, L'chaim, L'chaim. And a special L'chaim to the Moshe Fisher, the president of ATIME. The Baba Sali The Baba Sali was once preparing for a trip to Yerushalayim where he would remain for a longer visit. You can imagine how many days of preparation have been invested in this journey. The suitcases of food and clothing all packed and ready to go. The car waiting in front of the house. Several family members already seated inside, waiting to set out on this well-planned trip. The Gabba informs them that he's heading inside to summons the Rav as he heads into the humble home. He's still standing near the entrance when he notices a young man walking slowly towards the house. Oh no, the Gabba thinks. I know where this is heading. This young man is certainly coming to ask the Baba Sali for advice or a bracha. Whatever it is, it will have to wait until we come back from Yerushalayim. Being the ever-efficient Gabba, he takes the initiative and runs towards the young man to inform him the Baba Sali is not available. The words of refusal are sitting on the tip of his tongue. But then he catches a glimpse of the man's face. A face that betrays hopelessness, dejection, eyes that have gazed into the depths of disappointment too many times to count. This Yid Rav Moshe barely notices the Gabba. He's in a world of his own. It's a world of pain. It's a world of loneliness and silence and endless waiting. This Rav Moshe is a Choshev Yid, well known in his community. He's been married for many, many years, but has yet to gain the title Abba, Tati. They're a strong couple, Rav Moshe and his wife. They don't give up hope, despite the doctor's pessimistic words. With their strong aminah and betuchen, they were inspiring others for years. The last thing they want is your pity. But, and here comes the big painful blow. These last few weeks were challenging, and that's putting it mildly. After endless rounds of treatments and procedures, they received a verdict, so to speak. A renowned doctor told them, starkly and simply, that they are wasting their time. Please, don't even try. Don't even hope. You're dreaming the impossible. This proud couple who had held on to their inner simcha with such strength, they felt that the ground had been pulled out from underneath their feet. The pain, the agony, it finally caught up with them, and they were broken, completely shattered. Go to the Baba Sali, Rabbi Yisrael Abechzura in Netivot, she begged her husband. Ask for a bracha. He was unsure. The thoughts raced through his mind like a broken record. Shouldn't I just accept the will of Hashem? If this is Hashem's Ratzain, then I will accept it with emunah. But his wife insisted. What do we have to lose, she asked. All we want is that the tzaddik should daven for us. He's known as the Baba Sali, the praying father. Rav Moshe listened, not just with his ears, but with his heart. He knew that Kol Hashatoim Aleichu Suru Shema B'Koila. He knew that his wife's words were worthy of attention. What was she asking of him? Precisely what the Gemara advises. Go to the tzaddik so that he can daven for you. That's what brought Rav Moshe to the humid streets of Netivot. Just moments before the Baba Sali was leaving on an extended visit. The Gabba doesn't know all this. He sees a Yid heading towards the Baba Sali's home, and he knows that all the well-laid plans are about to be destroyed. My friend the Gabba calls out, I must tell you that the Rav is pressed for time. We're leaving to Yerushalayim right now, and there's no way I can let you in. Please, come back in a few days. Rav Moshe stands there, alone in his pain and desperation. He finally gathered the courage to come. And now, it's as if the door is being slammed in his face. Years of frustration and disappointment melt from his eyes in a stream of hot tears. Please, he begs, I need just a minute. Just 1 minute with the Rav. His tears would pierce through even a heart of stone. The Gabba consents, although he knows that he will have to deal with the fallout. The Baba Sali already standing at the threshold of his home, carrying his talis and tefillin. But then he sees Rav Moshe. He sees a bent shoulders. He sees a heavy heart. What is it, the tzaddik asks gently? What's bothering you, my friend? Rav Moshe can't talk. Tears of pain running down his cheeks. His lips tremble as he cries. So many tears, so many years. At last, he manages to choke out just 6 words. All I want is one child, he cries. The Baba Sali starts questioning him ever so gently about his heartbreaking details of his Nisoyim. How many years are you married? What have you already tried? Where have you been? Rav Moshe doesn't hold back. He describes the ups and downs, the raised hopes and the crushing disappointments. He describes his wife's sobs in the night, the loneliness, the helplessness, and finally, the deep black despair. The air is heavy with Rav Moshe's pain. It seems so helpless. The Baba Sali turns to his Gabba and says, the trip is cancelled. Let's get everything back inside. We're going to sit down right now to a Siddur mitzvah. The Gabba knows not to argue or question. Within minutes, the family and the suitcases are back inside, and the immaculate kitchen has been transformed into a hub of activity. There's a Suda to prepare. The heavy atmosphere is gone. Instead, the house is whirling with excitement and activity. Just a short while later, the Baba Sali and Rav Moshe are joined by a minion of his Talmidim for an uplifting Suda. The Baba Sali's Divrei Torah, followed by the beautiful Piyotim of old. Rav Moshe feels that this must be a taste of Gan Eden. After benching, the Rav turns to Rav Moshe and says, you have nothing to worry about. Go home to your wife and tell her that Ka'ais chayu at chavekes bain. May Hashem bless you with a son. Rav Moshe leaves, dancing on the wings of hope and the wings of hopes and promise. And the Baba Sali says, now we can travel to Yerushalayim. It's getting late. The story might have remained a mystery, if not for one curious Talmud, who asked the Rav for explanation. What happened here? Why couldn't the Rav just give him a bracha right away? The Baba Sali replied, when he arrived, I saw a broken man. After what I saw and heard, I understood that this is a gezayra min hashamayim. That Moshe is not destined to have children. I thought, what can I do? How can I help him? How can I be mevatel this terrible gezayra? I knew that if I go out of my way and I'm mevatel on my comforts, maybe HaKadosh Baruch Hu would do the same and be mevatel this terrible decree. So I cancelled our plans and set aside time for this Yid. And in that zechus, we were able to be Karayas HaGezayra. What a story! What a message! Rabbi Sali, this story is happening right here, right now. Is it any wonder that so many tefillahs have been answered in this room? Every one of you here today was mevata, your comfort, your convenience, your time. You are giving of yourself so selflessly, and you've been doing it for months. You prepared your dafen. You raised your funds. You went out on the limb for so many couples who are dreaming Ramoshe's dream. Here you are in a room crowded with others who have done the same. You're learning daf after daf, and you're creating an energy, a koyach, that is far greater than any of us can understand. It is clear to me, as it should be to every one of you, that many, many couples will be Be'ezus Hashem merit to Yeshia and your zechus. You have given of yourselves and the results travel further and deeper than we will ever know. Every year, as we make the Sium, we daven for the couples whose empty homes are waiting for a child, for a baby's first cry, for a child's first laughter. We utilize the Sium, the Koyach Harabim, to be Poel Yeshias with Hashem's help. We were thinking, who would be our most fitting representative at this powerful moment? Whom can we entrust with this tremendous koyach? Someone who understands the pain of those still waiting. Someone who knows how much courage and emunah it takes to greet each and every new day. In a flash of insight, I knew our very own Rabbi Koenig, who has been helping thousands of couples throughout as many successful years at a time, sets a standard in the Vatrunis, in putting others' needs before his own. His joy when he hears about their simchas is so real, so undiluted. Don't take my word for it. See what others have been saying. Hear what the couples say, what the professionals describe.
It started about 10 years ago. We were told to call Rabbi Koenig.
First time I met him was at the Shas-a-Thon, and that's when we spoke.
We started getting concerned. We were looking for guidance, support. A friend of ours recommended us to call Rabbi Koenig.
When you first meet him, you see this quiet, unassuming person who's always in the back of the room. But then when you speak to him and you start hearing the medical knowledge that he knows, the doctors have such respect for him.
Medically, emotionally, financially, er dort gemeference.
Over the years, there's been numerous occasions that in conversations with Rabbi Koenig about a difficult case, he's able to direct me to a certain study or to suggest a certain approach. And I've had successes that I have to be honest, I can't attribute to my own chachma.
He consulted doctors on our behalf and he did research. Whenever the results failed, he always pushed us to go forward.
You go on, I'll help you. That was the nisach the whole time. Go, 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 go. I fill him in the fields.
It's very hard, a person going through different stuff and infertility. And a person says, like, what's the point? It's not working, it's not working. Things were difficult, but every time we spoke to Rabbi Koenig, he was the one who was leading us through every single point, the entire struggle, and he was the one who was the point man and got us to the end.
Rabbi Mansoor, in this quiet, unassuming way, he gives you his undivided attention, his love, his support. He is there for you 24/7.
And not only was he helpful, he was so excited. Like, yes, call him, call that.
He had a major way how to explain a complicated issue very simply.
Ich denke, ich habe getroffen, bis medisch. And because of Chesky, don't worry, I'll get it done, I'll find you the way back there. And the rest is history. He was such a big help for us. He helped us tremendously.
I think again, ein phone call was my mama's from the lowest moments. Again, noch a big letdown after a certain result we got back. Seriously, almost the whole phone call was going to be he went silent off the phone call. He was just here to give the support that I got you. There was mamash nothing to talk about. It was more the matziv that it is what it is. But we just felt I let us do and cared for it.
There's no words to thank him how much he did for us in this journey. We couldn't have done it without him.
It always amazes me. I have patients who, when they have a specific issue, somehow they've got an appointment the next week with this, world-renowned specialist. There's usually a 3-month waiting list. Definitely Rabbi Koenig is someone who has the relationships and he has that pull. He knows when to ask favors, but when he asks the favor, people listen and he can get things done. Absolutely.
After one of our failed cycles, the doctor was reviewing our file. I'll never forget this. He closes the file and he says something that no couple ever wants to hear. He says, I have nothing left to offer. It was devastating for us. So my wife asked the doctor if we could take a copy of the file and bring it to her Mordcha Koenig to have him review it. And my wife brought it to her Mordcha and he went through all the medical notes, he went through everything. And he came up with a few suggestions. And Baruch Hashem, nearly 13 years after our Chas-a-Thon, our son was born. The simcha that we felt, the appreciation that we felt, there are no words. You can't put it into words.
He was someone who was helping us through the entire time. And when he himself didn't even have children, he was helping us and then also find out how long it was and he didn't have children.
When there was finally the great news to share, we were thinking, this is actually schwer. Sie suchen the sentence for einer was noch on the stage. And von der andere sagt, hello, will this hören von dich. This was at the ganze Zeit, just to hear the final step. And finally, when we had the baby, I called him and he was literally dancing, as it was being his own simcha.
When my son was born, I was going to call Ramadcha, but knowing that at the time he was still going through the challenge himself, I couldn't do it. I couldn't make the phone call. It was too painful.
I felt really bad that he's still waiting so many years after going through so much in his life.
And even during pregnancy, my wife was hospitalized on the Erev Shabbos. We thought it was over. Rabbi Koenig was on the phone with us till the Shkia. Left his phone on, called me. I remember the statement he gave me after I met him. He's like, don't do this again to me. Don't get me scared.
You would never guess when you see him that this is the kind of person he is. He's just so quiet, so unassuming. He doesn't want to be in the spotlight. He doesn't want any recognition for what he does. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he's running out the door right now to try to hide somewhere.
That we owe him a tremendous amount of akaras tov for everything that he's done for us.
There are no words to say thank you.
You have seen, you have heard, and now can you join me in calling upon Rabbi Mansoor Koenig to make the Sium Shas on our behalf.
Thank you so much. No words to say. Every year at the Shas-a-Thon has been a very emotional one for me. The day was a day with very conflicting emotions. On one hand, it was a very, very happy day. A day that gave me a tremendous amount of chizik. As a member of the ATIME staff, the Shas-a-Thon gave me a tremendous amount of chizik and support. Seeing so many people out here, raising funds, giving donations, preparing, and coming out to learn together a whole day was very inspiring. Doing this all, that we at ATIME should be able to continue in our holy mission, helping couples achieve their dream. Myself, as a couple in the journey of infertility, the Shas-a-Thon gave me a tremendous amount of chizik to be able to continue to carry on, to work towards our dream of personally becoming parents. What was most gratifying for me was seeing so many people that we were personally involved in and helping. Now, Baruch Hashem, seeing their own nachas. And many of them courageous enough to get up here and publicly thank Hashem for their great Yeshia. And also to thank you, the Lamdam, for your part in helping them achieve their goal. On the other hand, there were very, very heavy moments. Those moments became my own moments of tefillah. Those were moments of yearning, moments of hope, moments to be mispalel for my own personal Yeshia. There were moments of questions. When? When will I too be zeiche to my own Yeshia? When will I too be able to get up here and thank Hashem for my own miracle? Burich shechiyuni v'kimuni v'kiyuni lazman hazeh. Oida Hashem oida fi. V'soch Ravim ahalaleni. 7 months ago, after 17 long years, my wife and I were Baruch Hashem zoiche to become parents. We were blessed with our beautiful baby girl. May our Simi grow up to give us much Yiddish nachas. And to all of you out there who are still waiting for your own Yeshia, and who are using those moments as your own tefillah moments, may you all be zoiche to have all your tefillahs answered b'korav. We want to thank our parents, Rabbayim, Chavayim, and the entire ATIME staff, and the entire extended ATIME family for standing with us all through this long journey. We wouldn't have been able to make it without you. As we're about to make the Sium, I would like to thank Rabbi Rosen for granting me this great zechus. It's a truly once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Before we make the Sium, I would like to say one more thing. We say every day by davening, by Shachris, by Yotzerar, Boirai Refias. We don't say that Hashem implements Refias that are already out there. We say Boirai Refias, which means every day Hashem creates new Refias that were not out there yesterday. As far as the Shtadlis, we at ATIME are really trying to push this forward. ATIME does not hold back any koiches and money to do everything possible to try to do whatever we could to bring forward those new yeshiyas. Yet, there are many couples out there that I'm personally involved with who are still on this long journey. Let's not take this moment, this unbelievable koyach, to daven for them and show them how much we truly care. May this be the year when they all will be zoiche to their own yeshia. Please open the Seder Sium to page Yid and let's all daven together.
Hashem, Yirei Elokim, Hu Anshe Yemes, Zera Kodesh Ba Hashem Dveikim. Everyone together, V'zakeini Legavei, Boni Munei Yanshe Yemes Zera Kodesh Ba Hashem Dreiki Umeirim Esovo Yilo Vatero V'masim Toivim Uvechol Meleches Avodas Abo Yireh Umeirim Esovo Yilo Vivatero V'masim Toivim Uvechol Meleches Avodas Abo Yireh Alle zusammen Boni muvnei boni Chachomi mune boini Oi Yaveh Hashem Yirei Elokim Yanshe Yemes Zera Kodesh Ba Hashem Dreiki
We'll start the Seder Sium, page Yid. Let's daven. Reboin de Shaloilam. Tahai Yeshua zo is Shas Rachem Vais Rutzen Lefenechu. Viale Lefenechu Zchis Limit Raschwag Deutsche Vishkideshem Shemaim Berabim Betfilis Amasem Toivim Shabanechu Vnisechu Amchu Vais Yisruel. Besef da oid Berachem Dechol Chasiche Bunem Ibnai Amchu Bezede Shel Kayumu Lavadoschu Leiroschu. Vi Buddha Shel Amchu Vais Yisruel Tatzilon Shlutrapel Nuvel Adesayan. Vayosh Vesalamash Baer, Brachmechu Raben Tatzilum Kora, Vayal di Berevich Veloy Betzar, Vyiski Lirois Bunem, Evnaivunem, Oiskim Batoiru, Vyira Shamayim, Uvin di Avu Rachman, Ruoi Tera, Baani, Benachu, Vnesechu Achshayim, Memuras Nafsham, V'ka'asher Unisu L'Suda, Rivke, Ruchel, Velaya, Lechana Bet Felusam, Besif Tachas Rachman, Kain Tiskoir Hayoim es Kol Huakudois. Besirachem Besif Doid, Besif Tach Lechol Rachman, V'nesech Huakdoishem Atahoirem, V'nesat Lehem Zera, Anushem Gefen Periu, V'yiski Kol Amchu Bais Yisruel, Legada Kol B'nesaini, V'nesain Lilis Rostchulem Tzesechu Lishma. Besatzer es Iludaini, Mach mit der Einaini ma ein Horre, mit der wir immer Geif Besuten im Jaitzer Ra. Burich Tiem Kalwamem, Lo Yibechu Oker Vakuru Vem Techu, Hamaloch Hago Eloisim Karu, Yevurai Chasanurem, Vikurai, Vohem Shemi V'Shaim Avoisai Avruam V'Yitzchak, V'Yid Gileroi Bekere Vuret, Adonai Elahai V'Seichem Yosef Alechem Kechem Elef Umam, Bevurech Eschem Kashe Dibber Lechem, Moshiv Yakeres Habayes, Amabunem Samaichu Hallelujah, Undu Hashaim Rachem V'Chanen Habayit B'Chaz D'Chuayoim Ulayni, V'Chashe Zechini L'Skavayt, B'Havu V'Achvu V'Shlumas Hashas, L'Skes Achyaini V'Achyisainian Tzruchem, L'Rachem Shemaim, Kan Yishkoin Beweis, Kol Mishpuche, Shal Kahulu Kedishu Hudain, Ahavu Evriz V'Simchas HaToyre, V'Shulem Bayes, Bein Benaim Kol Benai Benesaini, V'Sain Chol Kaini V'Seroschu, V'Yiroschu, V'Shishlach Bruche V'Atzluche B'Chol Maasa Yidaini, V'Hochaim Benesaini Miyotchor Chuv V'Amlayu, V'Lo Yitztalchi Amchu Vais Yisruai, Lo Lezei Lezei, V'Lo La'am Achait, V'Sain L'Chol Ish V'ish Dai Panususoi, V'Chol Gviu Dai Machsoira, the Niska, there is Besheva, the Ritzion, Kashatois, Sois Toxis, Vesogal Wakuru, Kivets Benael, Soicha, Simchum, Haidum Yumaini, Umain Seilu. Tunelaba El Yui, Khalshan al Luchas Bchayoim, Miftach Loishi, Benoil Mabu, Shenemer Alichas Oilim Loi, Altikra Alichos, Eila Haluchos. Hadden een lach had de noikjes, we lieken lach zegt het niet, we gaan ashas, we hadden een lach. Dat een lach zegt het niet, dat galan. Dus naast me nog niet, we lezen naast me non. Looi me al moet we looi me al moet doen. Je roet ze me vandaag wat de nooie lehaini, we lahaya we zijn die. Stahai in het rasgoe, in de zijn die boile mazé. We zei je moenie le oile mabu. Ganine be poppen, be poppen, achen be poppen, aber mede be poppen, rafel be poppen, rogisch be poppen, zorg be poppen, adre be poppen, deri be poppen. Harav nu Adonai Eloheinu as Divis Raschu Befindi, V'fiyos Amchu Ba'is Yisruel, V'nia Amachni V'tzetzuayni, V'tzetzuay Amchu Ba'is Yisruel, Keluni Yoida Shemechu, V'loyim Da Soirsechu L'shma, M'oy V'etechak Meinik, mit zu sagen, Geloilam Hili, Hil Libi Tumchi Kechu L'man Lo Yaivosh, L'oilam Lo Yashkeb Kdechu Kvam Chisuni, Burich Atu Adonai, Lamdaini Chakechu, mein Seele Vuad. Moite man achtel vnech wat de noile hein nicht samt doch keine durch bis medrisch weil samt keine durch krone es unimaschkin wenn maschkin unimaschkin verteide wir haben maschkin wurden teil oder mal kam schaar wenn mal kam schaar und route haben route gaan wir wir haben route war sagen nehmen wir atel hinter die dann war sagen ans noem je maar mir will echt zien maar ben je echt toch Jerusalem von euch, wat in oil hai, Shas-a-Thon, Sium, zegt es nicht, kein das rein, le haschel, zegt es, wo de Machayrim, Sium, bom lilme de lamed, lishmer, lasse, le kaim, es kol divrei, Talmud, teure secho behav, wo es chis kalat hanuem, vameruem, Talmid chachomam, ja, med luni, zaraini, shlo yumish atoir, mepini, pi zaraini, v'zeh zaraini, ma'a adoilam, is kaim, buni, ba'alachut, anche oisach, b'shav, v'tishmer lecho, v'ksois mix kechechu, כי wie בימיך ויסיפילך שנסחיים אוידך יום במירה בסמויש ובחובות אדנוי אויז לעמו ייטיין אדוין יבורא חסמי בשולם
Iskada Shmei Rabu. Yom di Bruchi, you said Lishat of the Akimasio, Laskulakai Olmo. The Mivne Kat, the Rishalem Shakle, Hulabegabe. The America Behuna Nigru, Meago, the Asu Behuna, the Shmail Asray. Yamaki Chibrich, Memaki Savikuai. Yatsmak Bekunai, Vikuai, Mishikai. Chaye Coin, Vioime Coin, Vachaye, the whole base is Israel. Bagulov is Makurev, Bimri Umain. Yehesh Mei Rabum, Burak Dulam. Ilot Neon Mario is Burak, Vistabach, Vispoe, Vishem, Visnasai, Visado, Visalev, Visalol, Shmedikicho, Brichi, Lam Gobichoso, Vishiroso, Tishbuchoso, Nechmoso. Amiram biyolmo v'mriyomain. Al Yisrael v'arabuna v'altamidem kol misemidem kol madoskim beraisu. Dibasu dem v'chol asav asa. Yehei luni lehoin lechoin. Shlom rabu chinu v'chizdu v'rachamei v'chaye yarichei im zoin ervichei yvikune mikudam aviyem v'shmayu v'yaro v'mriyomain. Hey, Shalom Rabbi mit Shemayu, v'chai mulaini, v'al kol Yisrael, v'mriyomain. Oy, Shalom v'imroimov, yibarach amov, yasha Shalom mulaini, v'al kol Yisrael, v'mriyomain.
machim gam yocham. Ay, 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 inei malakot. Oyu malo, oy. Shevesachim, machim gam yocham. Ein Moishem es Moshem es Visoyro Soyem es 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 Moishem 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 es Visoyro Soyem es Oy oy ay na 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 oy oy na 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 oy oy na 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 oy oy na 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 oy
binds us together, and more than anything else, the care and concern for. What a tremendous chus to stand in this room, surrounded by Yidden who have gathered to complete Shas in one day under one roof. The words of Gemara bind us together. The Hadron Alach binds us together. And more than anything else, the care and concern for other Yidden is being expressed by every single one of you in the deepest, most profound way imaginable. So, thank you. A resounding thank you in the name of ATIME, in the name of our couples, and in the name of the entire Klal Yisrael. This is the time to thank the captain at the helm of the ship, ATIME's president, Moshe Fisher, and his wife, Perry. They take leadership and commitment to the next level for being who you are and doing what you do in the most gracious and devoted manner. Nobody can define commitment as precisely as our executive board members, Avraham Yaush, Yechiel Eisenstadt, Avraham Grunhut, Rabbi Naftali Weiss, and especially our very own Moshe Bloom. A Lomaid is not just a one-day allegiance. It's weeks and months of preparation, of fundraising, of learning. In the same vein, our appreciation isn't just a one-line platitude. It's not just a thank you. Words will never do justice to the effort you've all invested. Let's have a special round of applause for our honorary board members who take dedication and give it that golden touch. Their impact on ATIME is an inspiration. Dr. Ralph Madeb and your team Kol Bonayich, what can we say? You raised the bar on just about everything you do. Ask his patients. Ask the many Yidden who benefit from his endless chesed. Ask his family. The responses will be one and the same. Dr. Madeb is a force of giving. It's a power to be reckoned with. May this Shas-a-Thon be a zechut refuat shlema for his mother, Leah Bat Virginie, and may the Madeb family merit much beracha and nachat for now and all time. Yaeli Turnauer, leader of Team ABS. What a name, what a flame. Yaeli and his wife Chavi have been raising funds at such an unbelievable rate. The astronomical numbers reflect their astronomical levels of passion. There are many facets to Yaeli Turnauer's chesed, and one big chunk of it plays out in the New York City building department, where he has been helping so many Yidden by untangling most complicated issues. Kol hakavod, let's have a special round of applause for the one and only Yoeli. Team Care Right is up next, led by the indefatigable Naftali Einhorn, Mattis Friedman, and Akiva Rudner. This is their 6th year with the Shas-a-Thon family, and to date, they have already raised over $1 million for ATIME. That calls for a standing ovation. The name of their team gives it all away. Care Right, because they care. They keep on giving. They give because they care. May Hashem repay them in kind, giving and giving an endless stream of bracha and hatzlacha. Mattis Friedman, this one's for you. Mattis is marrying off his son Shlomo tomorrow night, but wouldn't miss the Shas-a-Thon, even if the scheduling is a tight Ein Ma'arvin Simcha B'Simcha. But in this instance, one Simcha enhances the other. We extend our warmest Mazel Tov wishes to Mattis, his wife Devorah, the Chassan Shlomo, and the Care Right family. Team Reb Shayla. When you say Reb Shayla ben Reb Moshe, it's more than just a name. It's a concept. It's putting others' needs before your own. It's giving and giving without a cheshbon and without a limit. Team Reb Shayla personifies that concept in the most uplifting and humble way. Moshe Webster, Sruli Nyman, Schneier Stefanski, Yehuda Tzvi Rotberg, Ariel Fine, Elliot Berger, Baruch and Chesky Webster. You are truly on Reb Shayla's team. Team Far Rockaway. Avraham Moshe Wolfson has raised more than $100,000. That's more than just a number. It's dedication to a goal. It's going way beyond the call of duty to make a real difference. We can offset that with the most all-encompassing bracha. Avraham Moshe, may Hashem repay you in kind. Team Far Rockaway was created by Leiby Zupnik and Harvey Zupnik, a special father and son duo. Tiferes Banim Avosam. Team Vilna, this one's for you. David Koenig is the mastermind behind the team. He's inspired so many others to join, creating the largest Shas-a-Thon team to date. David's heartbeat goes something like this. Shas, Shas-a-Thon, Shas, Shas-a-Thon, Shas, Shas-a-Thon. Let's hear it for the Lamed that brought in the most donations. Maisha and Yoni Danziger. Maisha and Yoni have raised over $60,000 from close to 300 friends. Team Family Fuchs. Shopsy Fuchs and his father Reberish. This year, Reberish is attending with 3 children and a grandchild. What a zechus! 3 generations of Torah and Chesed. Team Homeland Surveillance with the energetic Simcha Miller and Sruli Schlanger, Shalom Becher and Shimi Ehrentrau. You did it again. Created by Moshe Wolfson and Sruli Gold, it holds the banner of true dedication and hard work. Our honorary board members lay the foundation for greatness in more ways than one. Moshe Steinberg and Aaron Michal Platzker, Rabbi Yosef Feit and Binyamin Feit, Avi Hager and Avraham Eggert, Rabbi Chaim Unger and Morty Getz, Team Anonymous, the Mullers and Chizki Klein, created by Gavriel Dorfman, Team Kedem and the Herzog family, Team Woodmere, created by Kiwi Fried, Team Chevra, created by Willie Balk, Team 901, created by Ezra Netanel, and finally a special shout out to our most senior Lomaid, our Zakan Halomdim, Ud Mutzal Me'esh, Rev Mendel Tesler, his son Reb Aaron, and the Ganze Mishpacha. May you see much Yiddish and Achas. To all our sponsors out there who have offered their support for this great cause, you make it all possible, year after remarkable year. The support you offer can't be measured in dollars and cents. It's chizuk, It's encouragement. It's the endorsement of Klal Yisrael's desire to give for our brothers and sisters in any way we possibly can. And all of you, our devoted and unbelievable Lomdim, what can we say? Thank you falls way too short. It doesn't even scratch the surface. We can only give you the most heartfelt bracha that the kayach of Torah and Chesed that is being created at these very moments should bench you, protect you, and guide you and your family for now and forever until the coming of Mashiach b'mheira b'yameinu.
The number 8 isn't just not another number. Al Bi Kabbalah, it's linked with an existence that's the Ma'ala Mederech HaTeva. That's why Bris and Chanukah, for example, are linked to the number 8. It's an existence where statistics, diagnosis, and medical predictions have absolutely no relevance. The Medrash states that when Mashiach comes, may it be today, there will be an 8th note on all instruments, Lam Natzayach al Hashminis. Until that day comes, we have the 8th day. Please welcome Benzi and Shmuley Marcus.
Oh, you Bobby, Bobby, you, Bobby, you. Oh, ay, 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 my shtetl calling. Oh, ich bin schon klezmun lach, dabei schon gneder lach. Oh, die Bobby soll sein. Gesund und Frieden. My Bobby tells you you're good looking. The kids, they'll play you patchy hinterlach. The Bobby makes you frische knederlach. But the baker is so lonely, lonely, yeah. My Bobby's kettle whistles for me. My shtetl krenitz is calling your name. I hear my shtetl is calling. Ain't no train inside this ride. And there ain't no train inside this ride. I close my eyes and say, I close my eyes and say, hello LA, welcome to the shtetl of mine. Bobby, 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 you, Bobby, 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 you. Ay, 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 my shtetl's calling. Spiel schon Klezmunlach, da war schon Gneder nach hoch. Die Bobby soll sein, gesund und Frieden. Everyone's your friend in this cobblestone land. Everybody seems to know you're the Bobby. You're the Bobby. They'll share their wine and their knishes with you, and then they'll send regards to Shloime. But that butcher's so lonely, lonely, yeah, yeah. My Bobby's kettle whistles for me. My shtetl krenitz is calling your name. I hear my shtetl is calling. But there ain't no highway back to Koenig. Ain't no train inside this ride. And there ain't no train inside this ride. I could close my eyes and say, I close my eyes and say, hello ATIME, welcome to the shtetl of mine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bobby, 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 you. Bobby, 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 you. Ay, 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 my shtetl's calling. Spiel schon Klezmunlach, da war ich schon Gneder lach. Oh, die Bobby soll sein, gesund und Frieden. Oh, Achakaya, Bobby, you. Bobby, 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 you. schon gedei da nach ho, die wo will so sein, die sind doch Fehler. Bobby and you, Bobby, Bobby and you, Bobby, Bobby and you, Bobby, Bobby and you, yo, Bobby, Bobby, Bobby and you, Bobby, Bobby, Bobby and you. Ay, my shit was calling. Oh, ich bin schon ganz gut gelacht. Da war ich schon gedei danach, oh, die Bobby so sein, die so gefreut. I loving you, loving you. Why, my step was calling. Oh, ich will schon, wenn es Boden lacht. Da war ich schon gedreht danach, oh, die Bobbe so sein, die so der Fehler.
Thank you. You know, we all share a common grandfather, Avraham Avinu.
Sitting in the hot desert sun, you've been told you'd be on the run, down to Egypt, to Pharaoh's town, to Rome and Spain, and many other lands. But you open your door to tired men, to lonely passers-by, and angels from heaven. Your kindness and your care were known far and wide. Father of a nation, your soul is alive. Avraham, are we the children that you dreamed of? Are we that shining star you saw at night? Oh, you know it's true, we still call you Avinu. Our Father, our pride, we got your soul inside. Take us home. Take us home. Small shore in the Midwest, where a child was born just the other day, and all those gathered there heard his mother say, although it's been 3,000 years and we've been fighting back all the tears, our nation will survive. Oh, Father of our nation, your dream is alive. Oh, Avraham, are we the children that you dreamed of? Are we that shining star you saw at night? Oh, you know it's true, we still call you Avinu. Take us home. Your courage and your might kept the pharaohs up at night. No hand could hold you, no stranger would forget you. No, no. Your courage and your might kept the pharaohs up at night. No hand could hold you, no stranger would forget you.
Yes, we're the children that you dreamed of, and we're that shining star you saw at night. Oh, you know it's true. It's why we call you Avinu. Yo, oh, Father of Pride, we got your soul inside. Take us home. Father of Pride, we got your soul inside. Take us home. Avraham, yes, we're the children that you dreamed of, and we're that shining star you saw at night. Oh, you know it's true. It's why we call you Avinu. Our Father of Pride, we got your soul inside. Take us home. Father of Pride, we got your soul inside. Take us home. Father of Pride, we got your soul inside. Take us home. Take us home. As we wait to say Mazel Tov, we have a song called Why Wait? Why wait to celebrate with our simcha? Let it be mamshe ala broches. Here we go. Here we go, now here we go again. It's like you're sleeping. There's a smile deep within you. Wish your name to Rena. This song's for singing arena. Here we go, now here we go again. It's like you're sleeping. There's a smile deep within you. Wish your name to Rena. This song's for singing arena. Why wait to celebrate? Bright lights in city streets. Why wait to celebrate? But now we're stepping your feet. Here we go, now here we go again. It's like you're sleeping. There's a smile deep within you. Wish your name to Rena. This song will sing Rena. Why wait to celebrate? Bright lights in city streets. Why wait to celebrate? Oh wait. Now we're stepping your feet. Why wait to celebrate? Bright lights in city streets. Why wait to celebrate? Don't wait. Now we're stepping your feet. We have a little surprise for you. We'd like to introduce a brand new Shas-a-Thon song. The song was composed by the one and only Yossi Green with a very moving new lyrics, specialty written for this year's Shas-a-Thon. Who better than our very dear cousin, Benny Friedman, to perform this masterpiece for the first time ever. Let's hear it for Benny Friedman.
We're at the Sium in harmony, Ashkenazi and Sfaradi, Chosid Litvak, arm in arm, Vizakeni. Now at the Sium in unity, where we can change our destiny, we pray to you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. One more miracle, Vizakeni. Sits at home, reigniting trust and hope, yearning so strong to hold the child of their own. Here, Shas-a-Thon, Torah blaze. Here, sparks of hope and better days. United with one goal in mind, daf after daf, Hadron Alo. Now let's rewind. We're at the Sium in harmony, Ashkenazi and Sfaradi, Chosid Litvak, arm in arm. Our destiny, we pray to you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. One more miracle, Vizakeni. One more miracle, Vizakeni. The day is here once more. Now that time we're waiting for. Now beseech the one above. Let's ask as one, Zarochayo v'kayamo. Yes, you and I today Together there's a way. Yes, united we'll pray. Saroch Chayo, Lilo Yiftoy, Mi Pisgomei. We're at the Sium in harmony. Ashkenazim, Sfaradi, Chosid, Litvak, arm in arm. Vezakeni, now at the Sium in unity, where we can change our destiny. We pray to you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. One more miracle, Vezakeni. May our prayers reach your holy throne. Let a man blending through his heart. We drink good to everyone. Oh, Hashem, make our precious dreams reality. Take away our pain, our suffering. It's as a oh, Hashem, open our hearts. May our prayers reach your holy throne. Let our day of learning do its part. Bring joy to everyone. Oh, Hashem, hear our plea. Let our dreams become reality. Take away our pain and suffering. Where we can change our destiny, we pray to you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We're at the Sium in harmony, Ashkenazim, Sfaradi, Chosid, Litvak, arm in arm. Vezakeni, now at the Sium in unity, where we can change our destiny. We pray to you, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. One more miracle, Mazel
I want to take this moment to say a special thank you to Chaim Rothstein, Ike Fallis, Rabbi David Shelby, Solomon Franco, and Judah Mansoor. It is a true honor that Rabbi Mansoor agreed to be with us tonight. And we thank Dr. Medeb for arranging that. The rabbi needs no introduction. His Abbasas HaTorah is legendary. His commitment to the community astonishing. It is a true pleasure to call upon Rabbi Mansoor.
Birshut Morai v'Rabotai, I have a lot of mixed emotions here tonight as I stand in this room at this pulpit. Interestingly enough, a lot of these emotions don't have anything to do with what has taken place at the Sium or what is taking place here at this very heartwarming dinner. But when I come into this room, I have feelings of nostalgia because it was in this exact room 28 years ago that I had my wedding reception to my wife Sandra. This room has brought me a lot of good mazal and to our family. But I must say, this event here tonight is even nicer than the wedding that I had 28 years ago. You have better ambiance, much better band, better singers than I had, much more energy, and it's deserving. For all of the tzaddikim and nashim tzadkaniyot that are here tonight, you deserve to have better than a wedding reception. Ashlechem ve'ashlech elkechem. But I also have a tangible feeling of pain when I hear the speakers that have spoken before me. Their agony is real. The tsa'ar and the yagon is palpable. These couples that go so many years in anticipation and sometimes hopelessness, I feel that pain as well, running through my veins. And that pain is so real that our great rabbi called Rav Hida, Rabbeinu Chaim Yosef David Azulai, he asked an old question. You know, the Jews were supposed to be in Egypt for 400 years. We all know that. Ve'akadosh Baruch Hu hishev et haketz. God, however, mitigated the judgment. There was a mituk adin. And instead of staying for 400, we left after 210 years. We were saved from 190 years of pain and suffering as a nation. Ask Rav Hida, what happened to the 190 years of pain and suffering? And he says, it was paid. It was paid by the first couple in history that suffered issues of infertility. Avraham Abinu alav shalom was married to Sarah. Avraham didn't have his first child from Sarah Imenu until he was 100. And Sarah Imenu was 90. The pain and suffering that Avraham and Sarah went through for 190 years, God said that will pay the bill and the balance of the 190 years that Klal Yisrael would be destined to suffer in Egypt. This tells me that one couple's pain is able to michaper for hundreds of thousands of Jews. One couple suffering for 190 years can influence the entire nation's destiny. So indeed, the pain is real. We come here tonight as well to celebrate the Sium HaShas. What does Sium HaShas, learning the Talmud Bavli, have to do with curing fertility? Are they connected? There's a great rabbi called Benny Friedman, our great rabbi, Rabbeinu Yosef Haim in Baghdad. And he says a great secret that I came to reveal tonight. In the Siddur, we read every morning about a statement that was said by the great Rabbi Rabbi Yishmael. Rabbi Yishmael Omer, B'shlosh esrei midot haTorah nidreshet, that there are 13 principles and rules and postulates and axioms that we use to study. Lehavdil, just like there are geometric theorems, there are 13 theorems that every Talmudist must know before he opens a page of Shas. And they are called the Shlosh Esrei Midot sheHaTorah nidreshet. And we know them. Kal vachomer, Gezerah Shava, Binyan Av. But the Hidush of the Benny Friedman is that there's something else in Judaism that's called Yud Gimel Midot. But not the Yud Gimel Midot sheHaTorah nidreshet, but the Yud Gimel Midot shel Rahamim, Kel, Rahom, V'Hanun, Erech Apayim. And says the great Rav, that when one activates the Yag Midot of Rahamim, the Yag Midot Rahamim are never unanswered. Whenever they are said, Borei Olam responds. That's a guarantee. But how do you activate them? How do you activate Kel? Because if you know how to activate the Shem Kel, it's Kel na refana la, Kel na refana lo, it's the Shem of Refuah. How do you activate Rahum, mercy, Hanun, free kindness, Erech Apayim, Rav Chesed? How? So the Benny Friedman says, every time you learn one of the Yag Midot of the Talmud, sheHaTorah nidreshet, it's one for one. Every midah of the Talmud opens up a midah of Rahamim. My dear friends, today, this crowd, this holy group, has gone through the 2,711 pages of Shas. You have gone through every Kal Vachomer in Shas. You have gone through every Gezerah Shava. You have learned every Binyan Av, every Klal Uprat, and every Prat Uklal. You have learned the Yag Midot sheHaTorah nidreshet. Do you understand what you have done? You have not learned only the Talmud, but you have activated through your learning the Yag Midot over 2,711 times. Thousands and thousands of times your learning has brought down Yag Midot. And I have no doubt that they will not go unanswered, but you did it the hard way. Not like us, we get up in the morning, Kel Rahum V'Hanun, you sweat for it. You went through the Yag Midot sheHaTorah nidreshet, and as a result, you've opened up for these couples, and not only these couples. Why limit it what you did here today? Of course, our banner is fertility, but you have done a great service for Klal Yisrael that are in need for all these midot of Rahamim. Our nation is better off and more protected because of your work. But I have a much more simpler explanation. And that's based on a Gemara that I'm sure someone in this room had here tonight. And that's the Gemara Hagigah on Daf He. The Gemara Hagigah Daf He writes in the name of Rabbi Elazar that a Kadosh Baruch Hu cries on a daily basis, Shalosh Demaot. God sheds 3 tears every day. One, Al Khurban Mikdash Rishon, for the destruction of the first temple. Ve'echad Al Mikdash Sheni. Ve'echad Al Bitul Torah. God cries every day. The Gemara says when the Jews were sent into exile, Kevan shegalu Yisrael en bitul Torah gedola mizu. Exile that we're in now in America, it causes the people to waste time. We're distracted. We have competition. We have stress. We have pressures. God knew that. And on the day that He sent us into Galut, He didn't cry because we're in Galut, because He knew one of the consequences of Galut is bitul Torah, that the Jews are not going to be able to learn like they're supposed to. And He sheds a tear because of it. God cries. My dear friends, we are in Galut, and we came here today on a day off, on a holiday weekend that the nation affords us. And instead of involving ourselves in our personal needs, Havel Havalim Amar Kohelet, we came here and we showed God that even though we're in Galut, not only are we going to learn, not only is there not going to be Bitul Torah, but there's going to be Kiyuma Torah, and more importantly, Sium Torah. And on this night, all of you here tonight have taken a napkin and you have wiped away a large wet tear from the brow of Borei Olam. You have told God Almighty in heaven, stop crying. That tear has been wiped away. You have told God, be consoled. You don't have to cry so much anymore. Tonight you have made the greatest nechama. You have taken the pain away from God Himself. And there's a reward for that. I have no doubt that God Almighty says, you wiped away one of my tears, a tear of Bitul Torah. I promise you, I will wipe away 1,000,000 tears of Klal Yisrael. Midah keneged midah. But God doesn't pay one tear for one. God is much more generous than that. Midah tova merubah. And therefore, we have done tonight, to the Limud HaShas, we have activated a midah keneged midah. I have no doubt that there'll be much less tears shed. Well, I take that back. There'll be a lot of tears shed for simachot, the ma'ot of simcha. But the tears of Yagon Ba'anaha have been wiped away here tonight. But as a rabbi, I always have to find a source for everything that we do. Everything that we do in Judaism needs a mekor. It needs a shoresh. It needs a source. And the source can only be from the Torah. And I said, does the Torah talk about this convergence? This merge of Torah Shebaal Peh and Pirya V'Rivya? Is there a connection between Limud HaShas and Peru Urvu? And I found it. It's actually in Parashat Toldot. Allow me to read you a parasha that you might not have seen with this viewpoint. Yitzhak Abinu alav hashalom digs a well. And the well that he digs, the Torah says, he finds in it Mayim Hayim, living waters. What does it mean, living waters? Mayim Hayim. The Zohar HaKadosh writes in Zohar Hadash that Yitzhak Avinu wasn't just digging wells for water, but Mayim Hayim da Torah she'ba'al peh. That when Yitzhak Avinu was digging those wells, he was having kavanot. He was having all sorts of mystical thoughts. He was making a drudge in order to establish that Klal Yisrael one day will have what's called Mayim Hayim, because you see, the Torah shebichtav is Mayim, but without Torah she'ba'al peh, it has no life. The vibrancy of Torah shebichtav is Torah she'ba'al peh. Torah shebichtav, the written law, has no interpretation, has no meaning. We might say that Torah shebichtav is like the goof, but Torah she'ba'al peh is the neshama of the Torah. And yet Yitzhak Avinu on that day, says the Zohar, went and started to dig, and he reached Mayim Hayim. Yitzhak Avinu would be the Ma'aseh Avot. If we would receive Torah she'ba'al peh, it was from that digging of that well. But listen to what happened. The Torah says, after he dug it, Vayarivu, a fight broke out between the Ro'eh Gerar, the Goyim, and Yitzhak's people. And they said, Lanu Hamayim, the water belongs to us. Vayikra Shema Be'er, so they named the first well Esek, the well of dispute. He dug another well. Vayarivu Gam Aleha, and there was a fight on that well. Vayikra Shema Sitna, and they called that well animosity. What's going on with this? Rabotai, there was a prediction made in these Pesukim. We have witnessed throughout Jewish history that our enemies have made many fires, whether it was in Spain, where my family descends from, or whether it's in the cities of Europe, in any place on the map where Jews were. At one point in history, there was always somebody making a fire. And what were they throwing in that fire? One of two things. Most of the times they threw Jews into the fire. But when they didn't throw Jews into the fire, they threw our books into the fire. There is no book in history that was burnt more than the Talmud. The only thing burnt more than the Talmud was the Jew that learns it. And the Goyim came along and said, Lanu Hamayim, Vayarivu. And this would go on for thousands of years. The times of the Hurban Europa, in one night, the Nazis burnt 1,000 synagogues and Batei Midrash. And throughout Germany there were fires. And what was in those fires? Masechet Berachot, Masechet Shabbat, Masechet Erubin, Masechet Kiddushin, the whole Shas. So our enemies, they know that this is Mayim Hayim. They know what it means for us. So if you can't kill the Jew, take away his book. And that's like taking away his soul. The Torah predicted there's going to be Mayim Hayim, but rest assured they're going to fight for it. And there's going to be Esek and Sitna. But look at what the Torah predicts. And here's the prediction of tonight. Vayachtak Misham, Yitzhak moved from there. Vayachpor Be'er Acheret. He dug another well. But this well, Velo Ravu Aleha. There was no more fighting over it. Vayikra Shema Rehovot. And he called the well of expansion. Is this not what we're doing here tonight? Yitzhak Avinu predicted there will come a time where they're not going to be burning Jews anymore. And they're not going to be burning the Talmud. Instead, there's going to be a time in history where Jews are going to be able to come in the most lavish, in the most exquisite, in the most beautiful surroundings, with all the amenities, with all the beauty, with harhavat hada'at, with the expansion of mind and spirit. Is this not the event tonight that Mayim Hayim is celebrating? This is the epitome of the prophecy that our nation tonight can celebrate a Sium Shas, not in a bunker, not underground somewhere, not in hiding and not in a prison. Vayikra Shemo Rehovot. But look what the end of the pasuk says, that on that night, when Jews get together at Rehovot and study the Mayim Hayim, Vayomer, Yitzhak Avinu says, and it's a prayer, Ki ata hirchiv Adonai lanu. God has expanded us through the learning of Shas. Now listen to the last two words of the pasuk. This is the result. Ufarinu ba'aretz. The result will be Pirya v'Rivya, Ufarinu ba'aretz. Baruch shenatan lanu Torat emet. Lo nafal davar echad mikol devaro arsa. Not one letter of a Torah is wasted. You are living through a prophecy, and you are actually those that are fulfilling it. You're fulfilling the prophecy of Rehovot, and without a doubt, Ufarinu ba'aretz. Rabotai, I will conclude my words here tonight. You have done something else here tonight that's worth to be mentioned. Besides activating the Yud Gimel Midot of Rahamim, besides wiping a tear away from God's eyes, but you have done something for our nation. The Gemara says, En ben David ba ad shetichle kol neshamot shebaguf. Mashiach will come, but not before the last child is born. There's a box in heaven called Guf, and in that box all the neshamot of Klal Yisrael are there, those that were unborn. And until they come out of the box, En ben David ba uba l'Sion goel ulshabeh fesha. Goel ulshabeh pesha rashe tevot guf. The goel cannot come until the box is empty. Rabotai, you're involved in much more than fertility. What you did here tonight and are involved in is actually a movement of Mashiach. If the Mashiach comes, it's because you're involved in emptying out that box. You're taking these difficult neshamot that are stuck to the walls, that have a hard time emerging. Of course, the Satan doesn't want to let them out, because if they escape that box, Mashiach comes. Until our great members here tonight, at great pain and at great cost, have waged war against the Satan himself to release those final neshamot. And you have finished Shas. And when you finish Shas, the Messiah said, Hadran alach hatinoket. Tonight is about the Tinok and the Tinoket, where we're telling God Almighty, we want to return the Tinoket. We want to bring these babies that are unborn, we want to return them to earth. Hadran alana hatinoket. And then as a result we say, Uslika la masechet nida. No longer will Klal Yisrael be in nidui. We are excommunicated, we're in exile. Yerushalayim hayta lenida. We are considered rejected. But as a result of tonight, the last children no doubtedly will be born. And then will be fulfilled. Uslika lan masechet nida. The nidui will be removed. And then will be fulfilled the pasuk that we say, Lo yamushu mipicha. So long as the words of Divrei Torah she'ba'al peh don't leave our mouths, Lo yamushu mipicha, then the berakah will be, Umipi zar'acha, umipi zera zar'acha, Amar Adonai, me'ata ve'ad olam. Thank you very much.
The Keritzner Roof Shkoyach Rabbi Mansoor. The Keritzner Roof Rabbi Yisrael Isser Friedman Zatzal was a Vametzanze Chassid. He was a prolific writer and wrote many Svarim on Halacha and Drush. I don't know exactly what he did in his lifetime to be Zoiche to such doiris. Maybe his Einiglich would know better. But what I do know is that the majority of his offsprings are Zoiche to be Mahana and uplift Klal Yisrael in ways that we haven't seen one single family since the time of the Levium and the Beis HaMikdash. Let's welcome a sampling of this phenomenon and greet his grandchildren, Avraham, Fried, and the ganze Mishpacha.
Such an introduction. Wow. Shkoya. Sholem Aleichem Ayid. Sholem Aleichem Ayid. Noch ein Scheibler. Von wannen kommt Ayid? Von wannen kommt Ayid? Du von wannen? Von wannen? Von Vahosi. Von Vahosi. Was tut mir in Vahosi? Was tut mir ein paar Hotzig, wollt ihr wissen? Ehrlich gesagt. Wenn ich sag Lechaim ist Freilach. Ich darf wohl gering zusammen, Freilach. Wenn dient Hashem Lechot. Wenn ich sag Lechaim ist Freilach. Akara
Yirai Elohim Anshayemes Koi Zeira Koi Desh Koi Vashel Laiki
Continue. Take a look what's going on tonight. Option of bonus.
Amen. great, it's a chance to celebrate. It's a party, it's a ball, and ain't nothing gonna get me down at all. Nothing at all. Хорошо, слава Богу, хорошо. Lord, the blessings in my life, for the Shas-a-Thon tonight. Хорошо. The party, it's a ball, nothing gonna get me down at all.
Let's do a big Akkara Satoiv to Avraham Fried, the king of Jewish music. Come on.
Thank you, Shmuley. You come to my house now. Thank you.
Can I please request for the next announcement that Moshe Fisher should please come up on the stage? When his mother was diagnosed, Rav Chaim Kanievsky suggested that he organize a Sium Shas as a merit for her recovery. Dr. Medeb was determined to make it happen, and not long after that, the doctor met his peer. Shas-a-Thon. May the Torah learn today be a zechut for Leah Bas Virginia for a complete and speedy recovery. I would like to proudly honor, together with Rav Moshe Fisher, Dr. Ralph Madeb to lead the benching, followed by Kosha Bruchen.
That's why we give it to Moshe Fisher. They give it to the children to drink. Rabotai Nevarech. Yehi Shem Adonai Mevarach Batav Ad Olam B'Reshut Maran V'Rabotai וברשות כל המסובים משול הקר והקרות וברשות מורנו ורבנו וברשותכם נברך אלוהינו שאכלנו משלו ברוך אלוהינו שאכלנו משלו בטובו גדול היום וחיינו ברוך אתה אדוני
אבא של כולם. במלחמות שומר עלינו, בנסתרות גם שם איתנו. אבא שלי הוא מלך העולם. Sing along with me, friends. Oh, אבא. Very nice. לא, שוב ושוב אתה סולח, רק אליך עוד בורח אבא, היא אויבי תתה. אבא, אבא, אבא. או, מלך, 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 אבא של כולם. שוב ושוב, רק אליך עוד בורח אבא, אוי תתה. שומר עלינו, אוהב אותנו, אבא של כולם. במלחמות שומר עלינו, בנסתרות גם שם איתנו. אבא שלי הוא מלך העולם. And the Freilach Orchestra and the Shira Choir. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going for Alex. Simche! Rayo. Oh, we get a needle from the food. Bella Haive Kayo, Bella Haive Kayo. Shehechez, Abdominish Mosivechem Lora Bora 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 Bo. And who knows Secho? Shehechez, Abdominish Mosivechem Lora Bora 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 Bo. And who knows Secho? Shehechez, Abdominish Mosivechem Lora Bora 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 Bo. And who knows Secho? Shehechez, Abdominish Mosivechem Lora Bora 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 Bo. And who knows Secho? Hashem
Yonelani yoy ve yaneino Oy ve yanene Rachamono de yonene Yonelani yoy ve yaneino Oy Rachamono de yonene Svire Boy aba Boy yanino Boy yanino Rachamono Oy de yonene Svire Today. Come get a prize. Everybody sing, they don't pay cool and pay, they don't pay my pay, mama shenemar memaro. Don't pay cool and pay, they don't pay my pay, mama shenemar memaro. I did don't pay cool and pay, they don't pay my pay, mama shenemar memaro. Khazak, Yazarunu irachamecho
Eli Marke
velo yazofunu yichasodecho v'yahal Hashem Elohim soy dejo ay mi nafshi ראיתי כבר לוחות הזאת ורעמים אתה עלה קטן מתנועע פתוח בעצמו הכל יודע וכך איתך צידה לדרך ברכתי וזלזל אולי זה כל מה שיש לי אל תזלזל כי יש ימים יפים הכל פורח ויש שעות קשות הכל אורח תחזיק חזק עלה קטן שלי כי לא תמיד הכל בחוץ ובהיר ברוח סער וסופה קרוב תזכור ותתחזק אני איתך תחזיק חזק עלה קטן שלי ולא תמיד הכל נכון, הכל מובן האם זה לא שיעור חשבון זה גם מבחן עכשיו עלה קטן הכל רגוע אולי ענן מגיע חצי הכוס היא מלאה תזכור תמיד כשהשמש אל הים שוקעת אל תדאג מחר היא שוב זורחת תחזיק חזק עלה קטן שלי כי לא תמיד הכל בחוץ בעיר ברוח a little English translation, okay? So hold on tight, oh little leaf of mine. There might be times for you the sun won't shine. The mighty winds might carry you so far away. Remember to be strong. We are with you, always with you. So hold on tight, oh little leaf. Waiting for this song. Yadati. Give me the chord, please. Let's do a little bit of chazonis. Hey boy, no illumin. Hey boy, no illumin. Hey boy, no illumin. Hey boy, no illumin. Nighty boy, no illumin. You dati. Hineni bi yodech, kachoymer bi yavad hayotzah. Kachoymer bi yad hayotzah. Now we'll sing together. Riboynu oilomim yudati. no hay vein gam sam mais vi ait sois vi sag bi lois ve samach bi lo ve sag bi lo kholi ay shmai sai mele ya am di li vi ni le oshi ay ni ve nismoich nafshi mi balo bavada mi balada is ru ve yes no so ay 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 ne Who had this in the Gemara today? Who had this? Rabbi Mansoor. What is it that they can? Rabbi Shmuel Ben Elisha.
Can we do that part again? That's my favorite part.
I got it.
Marev in the hall. The bus to Williamsburg will be leaving in a few minutes.